Oh, what up, Kang? Welcome back to another episode of Wednesday Night SmackTalk. And here we are on episode 173 of Wednesday Night SmackTalk. Now, last week on 172, we predicted SummerSlam live. And now, we have to go over the results for SummerSlam. There were 10 matches on SummerSlam's card, 6 matches on ours, 60 in total, which means we got a lot to fucking get through, am I right? So buckle in, boys! It's time to find out who are your wieners. Now, our first match was myself, Kang, versus the Bidneth Man. The winner becomes the sole host of Wednesday Night SmackTalk, but don't read into that, because Bidneth Man and I promised that I would read out the results for our match no matter who won. So you don't know for certain who won, but you will know soon. I am only going to go over the results for the matches that we differed on, and so on and so forth with the show, because there, like I said, are 60 matches, and I'm not doing fucking all those matches over and over again, because the episode would be 40 minutes long. So it's not happening. Now, I was the favorite going in. Thank you, fans and roster members, for believing in me. Let's see if you were right. RK Bro versus AJ and Omos was the first match we predicted different. I predicted RK Bro to win the tag team titles. Bidneth Man predicted AJ and Omos to win the tag team titles and retain, actually, just to keep them. And RK Bro did win the tag team titles, which means I'm up 1 against the Bidneth Man. Woo, woo, woo! But we still have more to differ on. Sheamus versus Damian Priest is the next one we differed on. I predicted Damian Priest. Bidneth Man predicted Sheamus. And I got that one right, too. And the next match is Roman Reigns versus John Cena. Roman Reigns predicted by me. John Cena predicted by Bidneth Man. And of course, I got that one right as well. 3 matches predicted different so far. 3 matches in my favor. And that was it, too. Ladies and gentlemen, with an 8-1 record at SummerSlam versus a 5-4 record, I, Kang, have won. And I am your sole host of Wednesday Night SmackTalk. Now, I just want to say, Bidneth Man, you brought this upon yourself. You called me out, and you wanted this match. I took it. I gave you some demands, but you took the demands, and you ran with them, and you lost. I'm very happy to say, ladies and gentlemen, I am the host. Kang is the host of Wednesday Night SmackTalk. And Bidneth Man, who tried to take these duties away from me, is no longer going to be heard as the host of this great show. But he is, as of this moment, the tag team champion, one half of the tag team champions. But as I said, I made some demands. One of those demands was to combine my singles match with Bidneth Man and my partner Joe's singles match with El Taquito for the TV title. Combine Joe and I's scores, El Taquito and Bidneth Man's scores, and you got a tag team championship match. So, let's see if the Golden Gods, if Joe and I can take everything away from TBD here tonight. Joe versus El Taquito for the TV title is our next match. Now, strangely enough, despite El Taquito putting up a year that is predictor of the year nomination worthy, he was not the favorite going into this match. A lot of people predicted a new champion. I guess it's just a matter of time before the TV title has to be dropped to somebody else. But let's see if people were right. The first match they predicted different on was Alexa Bliss versus Eva Marie. El Taquito picked Alexa Bliss, of course. Joe picked Eva Marie. and it was a gimme. Alexa Bliss did win, which means El Taquito is up 1. You still feeling good about your prediction of Joe being the favorite now? Well, you probably should be, because Joe is a great competitor. But Sheamus versus Damian Priest is our next match. Predicted different, or they predicted different, not we. I predicted different with Bidneth Man, yes, and they predicted different as well. And they predicted pretty much similar to Bidneth Man and I. El Taquito goes with Sheamus, just like Bidneth Man went with Sheamus. And Joe went with Damian Priest, just like I went with Damian Priest. And just like I got one over the Bidneth Man, Joe gets one over El Taquito. They are tied now. They also predicted Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks different. Not the only people on the show to do that. But that match I'm declaring null and void, because if Becky Lynch was known to come back, well, a lot of people would predict Becky Lynch over Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. So, yeah, that match is null and void. But it does not affect the result of this match or any other ones. So, it's okay. Roman Reigns versus John Cena is our next match. And it is our final match. Joe and El Taquito tied at this moment. Joe goes with John Cena. El Taquito goes with Roman Reigns. And, well, Roman Reigns did win. El Taquito wins by 1, 6-3 to 5-4. El Taquito, one more prediction right than Joe. Joe, I'm sorry to say, you could not capture the TV title tonight. El Taquito, congratulations, you are still increasing your long reign as the greatest TV champion of all time. But, like I said, these matches that were Bidneth Man and I and Joe and El Taquito combined to be a tag team championship match. And, well, I won by 3. Joe only lost by 2. 1. It was 1, yeah, not 2. I'm sorry, I'm struggling. I meant to say Joe won, along with me, by 2 against El Taquito and Bidneth Man. That's right, Bidneth Man, I've taken every single thing that I can take from you, motherfucker. New tag team champions, Bidneth Man, El Taquito Violente. Old news. You've lost, we've won. You didn't defend the damn titles until you fucking had to. And as soon as you had to, you lost. Brand new champions, should have never lost them. The Golden Gods. Thank you, everyone out there, for supporting us. Now, El Taquito does have something to say about, defending his TV title. But, as usual, El Taquito decides that he doesn't really want to do that. He said, wait until the end of the show to hear exactly what you need to hear from TBD. So, we'll wait and move on to the SummerSlot tournament and the first match in the SummerSlot tournament, Paul versus Morgan. So, Morgan, strangely enough, after having only one match versus a multi-time predictions champion in Paul, is the favorite. But are they right? Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal is the first match that they predicted different. A lot of people thought this is pretty much a gimme for Drew McIntyre, including Morgan. But Paul did not. Paul thought it was Jinder that was going to win. Paul was wrong. Drew McIntyre won. Morgan is up 1 now. Then we have Edge versus Seth Rollins. Paul picked Edge. Morgan picked Rollins. Edge did win, which means now they are tied. And then they did not predict anything else different. That is right. With 6-3 records both at the show, Paul, a man known for tying, has tied. Now, those are implications for the SummerSlot wheel spin. Those are strange implications. Because, well, who gets to be on the wheel? As of right now, I've decided to make both of them on the wheel. Because there is a 1 in 3 chance of them getting the tag team title shots together. And that's fine, I guess, you know. If it lands on that, they'll just be in a tag team match. But if it doesn't, they will have a tiebreaker. And they could have a tiebreaker for the Predictions Championship shot, or a tiebreaker match to determine who can't compete for the title. That one will be interesting. We'll have to see when we do the wheel spin, because let's move on to the second match in the SummerSlot tournament, the 4th match overall on the show. The second match in the SummerSlot tournament, of course, was Franco versus Loo. Loo has not won in a long time. And of course, that showed in the betting odds. Franco won by a country mile. But can Loo prove the doubters wrong? Let's see. This match is actually pretty interesting because they only predicted, out of the 10 matches at SummerSlam they could have predicted, they only predicted one different. And it could be considered a gimme. Alexa Bliss versus Eva Marie. Now, you already know Alexa Bliss did win. But who predicted her? One predicted Eva, one predicted Alexa. I almost said Franco. Alexa Bliss was predicted by Franco. Eva Marie was predicted by Loo. Franco defeats Loo with a record of 7-2 at the pay-per-view. Loo had 6-3, which is very good in Loo's standards. But still could not get it done against Franco. Franco has won his SummerSlot tournament match. He will be on the wheel by himself, not with a whole tie thing like Paul and Morgan. And Franco at 7-2 has done better than Paul at 6-3, which means as of right now, going into the final SummerSlot tournament match, Franco is your Money in the Bank holder. Paul is out of it. But Brandon, if he does better than 7-2, will win the Money in the Bank. We'll have to see right now with Brandon versus Mikey. Now, Brandon versus Mikey, a very old feud. Two of the greatest competitors in the SummerSlot tournament history and in KKPL history. They were very even on the betting odds. Mikey by a percentage. Just barely eclipses Brandon as the favorite. So this one's very even. We'll have to see how it pans out. Edge versus Seth Rollins is the match they predicted different first. And Brandon picked Edge. Mikey picked Rollins. And well, Edge won, which means Brandon is up 1 now already. Looking good for you, Brandon, looking good. Keep in mind, this is for the Money in the Bank and a SummerSlot tournament prize. This is huge stakes. Next, they also predicted Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair different. Now we know that match is null and void. So sorry, Brandon who picked Sasha and Mikey who picked Bianca. I'm sorry. And we have Roman Reigns versus John Cena, which I'm skipping because that is actually the decider. Nikki Ash versus Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte is the match that I'm going with next because Mikey predicted Charlotte and Brandon predicted Nikki Ash. And Charlotte won, which means now they're tied. Going into the main event of SummerSlam, which is actually how it was. In the main event of SummerSlam, Brandon versus Mikey was not determined. They both only had one wrong going into this point. And one of them finished with one wrong, tying me for the best predictions record on the show. One of them finished 7-2, tying for second best. Who was it? Well, let's see. Mikey predicted John Cena, which means, of course, Brandon predicted Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns was right. Brandon finishes 8-1. Mikey finishes 7-2. And Brandon wins the SummerSlot tournament match and being one better than Franco, who was one better than Paul, is also your Money in the Bank winner. Brandon, the only 2-time winner, becomes the only 3-time winner of the Money in the Bank. And Mikey, who put up a good showing, second best record on the card, loses to Brandon. Very sad for him, but he'll bounce back. I'm sure of it. He's a golden god. Mikey, you're epic. Brandon, you've won. And now we know that Paul Morgan, they tied, Franco and Brandon will be on the SummerSlot tournament wheel. All of them, all the Money in the Bank tires will be on the wheel, along with Morgan, which is a little strange. But yes, and that wheel spin happens right now, baby. All right, I am here with all 4 of the SummerSlot winners. And of course, we have Franco, who defeated Loo fairly early on with an even Marie prediction, and Brandon, who defeated Mikey, tough opponent.
Wow.
But you were just better. And Paul, along with Morgan, both of them, the married couple, decides to stick together yet again and tie here in the SummerSlot. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Kang.
Hello. Hi, Morgan.
Which one's which?
So,
You decide!
I don't know how this is going to happen as of yet, with the tying, of course. Now, Franco and Brandon, you're good. You're going to have to just go on the wheel, and you're going to get what you get. And Brandon, you've already got the Money in the Bank. You performed the best out of 2 other people on this call here. You performed the best, and you are the Money in the Bank winner.
Oh, the Jew got the money in the bank. Oh, wow.
Yeah, for the 3rd time.
It's under his fucking mattress is where it's at.
But Brandon, you still have a reward to get for winning your SummerSlot match. I want to see what it is, along with you, Franco, who didn't win the Money in the Bank, but you could earn a title shot here right now. And
Yeah, I could.
the 2 tires here, Paul and Morgan, I don't know exactly what is going to happen with you, because
Wait, I'm not Cuban.
you could have a
Why are you
tag
calling
team
me that
championship
flirtation
shot, which means it would just be you 2 in a tag team championship match against the champions, the new champions. Or, you might get something else, and then we might have to have a tiebreaker. Be pretty interesting to see a tiebreaker on on the ban time one. The one
On another time?
The one where you get banned for not competing for the title. I'd be pretty interested to see a tiebreaker match on that. But we'll have to see how that goes. Right now,
To just split
starting
the time.
off with Paul and Morgan, because their match was first. So, they're spinning first.
Cheat unit.
So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready. A tag team championship shot. A
want a
prediction
drum roll?
championship shot.
Should you do a drum roll?
You can do a drum roll right now. I'll let you
I'm
do a
doing
drum roll.
the Freddie Jones T-Rex arm. Jump.
I'm only doing one drum roll.
All right, here we go.
Jeez,
This is for Paul and or Morgan.
Yeah, that's what you're ruining my drum roll.
So, what this
Seriously,
means
right
is,
off the bat.
yes,
Epic.
what this means is, Paul, Morgan, you will have a tiebreaker match at TBD Presents Extreme Rules.
Wait, can I just have it?
What? What do you?
You want to
Like-
be future endeavored?
Yeah, I can be future endeavored. Like, I can lay on the grenade.
You
this
do
person
that for
behind me.
your wife?
I don't know. Would she do that for me? Probably
No.
not.
Holy shit.
Well,
Well, fuck
guys
that
ever-
shit then. Fuck that then.
all right then. So,
Wait, what?
Never mind.
What? What the
I was
fuck?
gonna be nice, but if she don't want to be nice, then fuck off.
well, that means at TBD Presents Extreme Rules, you will have a tiebreaker match to determine who gets this reward. Whoever wins that match, that's right, whoever wins that match gets this reward. It
What if
might
it's-
be the most interesting match in KKPL history, because they might go 0 for 10, however many
Yeah.
matches there's going to be. But we'll have to
Yo,
see.
what if they tie that?
If they tie that, I'm gonna be pissed.
They just both get fucked. They
Franco,
both get the boot.
but they might. It's time for you. You have already now gotten
Thank God.
a good reward. But will you get a tag team title shot with the challenger of your choosing along with you? Or a shot at the predictions title?
I will get the prediction.
A one-on-one match that you've been waiting for all year. Let's see.
Damn it.
Oh!
Yes.
Yo!
Franco,
Oh.
you have received a tag team title shot with a challenger with you of your choosing. Do you have anybody in mind right now?
No.
Sounds like it might be time to bring back
Sadie Jade.
the tag partner game.
Paul going a completely different direction.
And that also means, well, we don't know what it means yet. Let's find out. That means,
Miss.
ladies and gentlemen,
Bullshit.
Who's got the
Kang
fucking
gang.
retard drum roll?
that Brandon,
It's like that dude with a big dome.
2 months after coming back from rehab, has won the Money in the Bank along with a predictions championship shot outside of that Money in the Bank. He can choose to cash it in right then and there if he wanted to get 3 matches free and win the title, or he could keep it for a rainy day. We'll have to see about it because I don't know. We'll have to see when it comes. But at TVD Presents Extreme Rules, Brandon, you have a predictions championship shot on top of the briefcase you won. This could be considered the summer of Brandon.
It's gonna be in
Because you were
September,
drinking so much.
though. I have not touched a drink since 1921.
I guess it pays to get clean, huh?
Yeah, this
Zach,
guy's best friend.
This is what happens when you find God.
Take notes, Zach. Get clean.
But now,
Brother.
I'm a bit conflicted. I have to fight my kin.
Dear God. Let's move on with the show. A very interesting wheel spin, to say the least. Congratulations, big time, to you, Brandon, along with Franco. And, well, I'm sorry, Morgan and Paul, but your match will be fun to watch, probably. And now we have one match remaining. Buffy versus Darcy for the KKPL Championship. Now, Darcy was the favorite going in. He is a champion. And we'll see if the people were right on that. Hint, hint. This match is fucking bananas. Every single match for this KKPL title match was predicted differently. Starting off with AJ and Omos versus RK Bro. Buffy predicted RK Bro. AJ and Omos is predicted by Darcy. Buffy got that one right. He's up. She's up. 1. Darcy is up, down. 1. What? Next, we have Alexa Bliss versus Eva Marie. Buffy predicting Alexa Bliss. Darcy predicting Eva Marie. Buffy is correct. Up 2. Then we have Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal. Buffy predicting Drew. Darcy predicting Jinder. Buffy up 3. Next we have Sheamus versus Damian Priest. Buffy predicting Damian Priest. Darcy predicting Sheamus. Buffy is now up 4 because Damian Priest won. Buffy up 4, 6 matches left. Not looking very good for Darcy to retain. But then we have Edge versus Seth Rollins. Buffy predicted Seth Rollins. Darcy predicted Edge. Woo! Congratulations, Darcy. You are now only down 3 with 5 matches remaining. Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks was the next one. And that one was declared null and void. And Darcy picked Sasha, Buffy picked Bianca, but we don't give a fuck. Which means, sorry, there was only 4 matches remaining actually. You have to predict every single one of these right, Darcy. Every single one. Or, you you could predict one wrong, but she'd also have to predict it wrong. That's just how it. Either way, Usos versus the Mysterios. Buffy goes with the Usos. Darcy goes with the Mysterio. No, Darcy goes with nobody. Darcy was attacked by Big Sexy and didn't predict 2 matches. Which, well, he predicted Eve Marie. Big Sexy did for Darcy, so pretty much just didn't predict 2 matches. But Darcy predicted nobody. Buffy predicted Usos. Buffy is up 4 again with 3 matches remaining. Uh-oh. Does that mean? Yes, it does. Buffy, no point going on the rest of the show. Buffy is your brand new KKPL Predictions Champion. And Darcy is your loser. I am very sorry, Darcy. That's how the cookie crumbles. And now, like El Taquito said at the beginning of the show, well, as I said for him, TBD's response to SummerSlam will be given now. And strangely enough, not by Darcy.
Aloha, amigos. This is your still reigning TV champion. And although the SummerSlams wasn't too good for TBD, you best believe the businessman and El Taquito will be getting those tag team titles back. And our tribal chief, he is not done yet. And he is going to be coming back stronger than ever. So next pay-per-view at TBD presents Extreme Rules, you know we are going to go back to our winning ways, because that's what TBD does. We win. Goodbye.
Truly a sorrowful day for TBD. But, you know, in times like these, you just gotta pick yourself back up and keep on a-trucking. I can tell you from experience, this past year has not been very good to the Golden Gods. But now we're climbing back on top, and TBD is falling. But enough about the Golden Gods, enough about TBD. Darcy, you've lost. Bidneth, man, you've lost. El Taquito, congratulations, you won. Which is why you spoke. But Buffy, you've won. Buffy, you are the champion. Buffy, congratulations. Time to celebrate.
Well, Buffy, you did it. You're a 2-time champion. Now we've got to film your thing and then you'll be good. Well, this is kind of awkward, huh? I gotta go against you. Wait. Buffy, where are you looking? What are you doing? Why are you looking at me like that? What? Oh no. Help, no. No, Buffy, no more. No, Buffy. No. No.
My, oh my, Buffy, I guess you could say, went off. A new reign has been ushered into the KKPL, and I'm not sure how I feel about it as the host, but we'll see what happens in the upcoming weeks for the build to TBD Presents Extreme Rules. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and turning on notifications as well, so you get notified whenever another one of these comes out or anything else you'd like to see on the channel. And after a very long smack talk, I am not going to keep you anymore. I love you all. Thank you. I am your sole host. Goodbye.
THANKYOU. Thank you. Thank you. THANKYOU.